I want to talk to you about something um, that you may or may not think about, um, but it may be important if you have, if you hurt yourself. And again, like let's say the ambulance um, or the hospitals are not able to accommodate you. So yeah, you have to make sure that you can do some things by yourself or for yourself until um, you get seen by a doctor or whatever. So it's always good to have a first aid kit so that you can purchase that aren't that expensive that will allow you to survive for up to a week um, without medical services. Okay. I have a few things that I purchased or that I got from work or that I have for a few years to be able to take care of myself if something happened. Um, uh, Make sure that you have trauma. This is a role of trauma dressing. Um, it's now again it's military based things. Um, you may not have a military trauma kit, so but you may have some wraps. Same thing. It's the same thing. Just make sure you have them. Maybe in a bag in your bag, to be able to address these things when you need them. So whether you have a first aid kit like looks like this, it looks like this, or whether you have a field first aid kit that looks like this, it doesn't matter. As long as you have something. Um, so I'm gonna go over a few things that I have that you may want to consider getting. Quick clot. It stops bleeding fast. All you do is open the bag and stuff it in it within the wound, and it stops it clots and it stops the bleeding. Make sure you have antiseptic towels. Also, make sure you have some gloves, lots of gloves. So again, first aid. I got this at the Dollar Tree. Um, it's a basic first aid kit. All it has bandages, um, some antiseptic towels, and things like that nature. You can either get this you can get one of these for your car and for your home. Um, I will probably recommend you probably get a little bit more than this, but this would be a good start. In your first aid kit, make sure you have bandages because that's important, as well as tweezers, whether it be this kind or this kind, the same thing. Also make sure you have a few safety pins because you never know. They have a million and one uses for the safety pin. Um, I have emergency blankets. Um, it's not as um, yeah, it's warm. It keeps your body heat within here, and it's helpful. So that also don't forget your own medical needs, whether it be vitamins or some drugs for let's say you have high blood pressure or whatever. Make sure you have some sealed away. So again, don't forget your medicines in the bag and medical bag. um, put a couple pails in the bag in case you need it. Um, oh, finally, I want to talk about light, which is what I should have talked about the first time. Um, these things give off an amazing amount of light, um, but they're only good for 12 hours, and then the battery's dead. So, what can you use um, for a light in the meantime? These 100 hour lights, LED, is two AAA batteries, um, and they give off 100 hours of light. So you can put this in the room and um, use it as an emergency. It gives up to a week probably of light. Um, you can also use a light stick. Just take it out the bag and shake up, and be good for a few hours. Um, I'm not sure on the last. But again, that's another option. As well as this, I got this at the Dollar Tree too. Um, so again, the a few um, I was always taught that if you have one of something, you have none of it. If you have two things, then you have one. So repetition and repetitive list like with the lights have three different options, and that'll give you some hope, give you some things to do. Because if one goes out, then you always have another. Make sure you have something to clean your glasses, because you would if something happens, you don't want to be running around and trying to find things. So if you have one that left over, put it in your bag. All right. Also, foil paper. Man, the uses of foil paper are because you can like um, have it to where you can signal, or you can use it to hold something, water or whatever. So foil paper, it doesn't take much space. Um, Also, some lotion, um, a towel to dry your hands or whatever. A way to figure out which way you're going. These are good. These are great things. Um, these things, these cable ties, wow, you can do a lot of stuff. I got the whole thing at the dollar store for $1, and you can use these for man, hundreds of things. And finally, a map. A map. Now, why would you have a map of your city when you have GPS on your phone and etc. etc. Well, remember, how long is your life battery on your phone? So you need a paper map of your city. If, whether the situation that I'm speaking of lasts for a few hours or a few days, hopefully the things that I spoke about would enable you to think about ways to survive, and will give you a little bit of hope. Thank you again, and have a good day. And don't forget, be prepared for anything. As you prepare, you can survive and thrive.